Look at this whole pot of sour soup. This is like the most epic fish dish I've seen in a Chinese restaurant. Hey guys, it's Steve from Rockstar Eater, and in today's video, I'm gonna be checking out one of the most rockin' Chinese restaurants in all of LA County. I'm here at Hangry, which is located in Alhambra, and this is Yelp's highest rated Chinese restaurant in all of San Gabriel Valley. It's only been open for a little over a year, and it's been flooded with like near perfect ratings on the internet, which is good enough for me. So I'm gonna order the best things on the menu and to show you guys so that you know what to expect when you come to this exceptional Chinese restaurant in Alhambra. And also, if you're new to this channel, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. More of these awesome food videos coming your way. All right then, time to go in and let's eat some Chinese food. I am really liking this ambiance. It's kind of like stepping into an art gallery cafe. You don't find too many Chinese restaurants like this. So the cuisine is from Guizhou, which is a mountain province that's in the southwestern part of China. And from what I understand, this is the only restaurant anywhere in San Gabriel Valley that has this specific Chinese cuisine. That in itself is worth the trip here. You order on a tablet. It starts with a soft drink and juices. Oh, wineless. Okay, they got white wine as well as red wine. This is what the restaurant is most known for, this huge sour soup. It comes in different flavors, as in different proteins or veggies. You see they got like the lamb. They also have bullfrog, that's pretty intense. And they got fish, as well as mushroom. Even more goodies. We got the spicy chicken, which I heard is a bestseller. The braised pork belly is also a bestseller. Wow, there's like so many good things on here. Flavors of Sichuan. Okay, if you like your Sichuan cuisine, you see. Do you recognize any of these dishes? Yep, I recognize some of these dishes. Oh, home-style cooking. Yep, mapo tofu, kung pao chicken. Oh yeah, even got twice cooked pork. It's like I just want to order everything on this menu. Nice. Also worth mentioning, they have lunch specials. You got the $18 section here, as well as the $20 section right here. The great thing about this restaurant is that there is free parking. There is a parking lot right behind the building, and there's also some street parking as well on Valley Boulevard. They got a room next door that can host a private party, 15 people, and I heard this restaurant is really romantic at nighttime, so maybe this might be a spot you might want to come to at nighttime. The first one, which is the appetizer, Chinese lettuce with sesame oil, and I could really smell that sesame oil. It's actually very fragrant. I have never seen a vegetable dish like this in a Chinese restaurant, but it does look pretty good and it smells great. I don't know what kind of vegetable that is, but it does kind of taste like celery and maybe cucumber in some ways, but it is cooked all the way through, so it is very warm, but also very crunchy. And it's very true to the description. It has a sesame flavor, like a very notable sesame oil flavor, which I like. I mean, I love sesame oil on just about any Asian food. So that's why when I saw it on the menu, I had a feeling I was really gonna like this vegetable dish. It's a little spicy too. You see some of the red chili that's sprinkled around. So you have a contrast between the green and the red colors. It looks like the main event has already come out. This is Miao's sour soup, which you can get with different proteins or vegetable of your choice. I decided to get fish fillet because I do like fish and it's fairly healthy. This is the black cod fish fillet, and inside this soup you're gonna have a lot of vegetables like bean sprouts, lotus roots, bok choy, and look at this broth. Wow. So there's like a lot of ingredients that are in the broth, and I'm gonna see what it tastes like right now. What I like about the soup is not just the fermented tomato flavor, but the mountain pepper. It really doesn't make it that spicy. I would say it kind of gives it like a lemongrass flavor that you would find if you were to eat like, for example, Thai cuisine. So just try to imagine that flavor profile. That's the best way to describe it, because if you want to try a dish that's unique as this one, you just got to come to this restaurant and you got to experience it for yourself. Wow, very tender and melt in your mouth. Anytime I hear the word black cod, whether it's in Chinese or Japanese restaurants, it's like, yep, I am so getting it. So this is almost kind of like a tomato flavored hot pot with your fish and with various vegetables inside, like your bean sprouts. communal type of dish. So I would say come here with at least one other person, or maybe like 3 or 4 other people, so everyone could enjoy this hot pot-like dish. And this one is the Guizhou spicy chicken. So in here we got the chicken along with black konjac and garlic. 3 ingredients. It's fairly simple, but I think the sauce is going to be a little more complex than that. So there are bones in the chicken. You have to be a little bit careful. It's like very flavorful, tender chicken. The oil itself, they call it sticky oil, which is made of different kinds of chilies. Like it's a very complicated process how they make the final result of this oil, but it is sticky, it's oily, and flavor-wise, I can't really describe what it tastes like. It's not like spicy, as in like, you know, when you eat a Sichuan food, not at all. So this is more like a very pleasant, very mild type of spiciness that's not salty, and it's something that you just have to experience for yourself. So if you guys want to try one of the most unique spicy chicken dishes in a Chinese restaurant, then I guess this is the one you got to get. Wow, that tastes like eating solidified jello in your mouth. And then there's also the garlic. Garlic is cooked perfectly. One of my favorites, the Scallion pancake. I like to order this, especially when I go to a lot of those dim sum, dumpling, noodle houses. And thankfully they have it here as well. Tastes just like something out of one of those noodle shops. So it's crispy all around, and it is also kind of just a little bit chewy inside, but it's very thin though, so you're gonna taste more of the crispiness. It's great. I mean, flavor-wise, it's not bland, not too salty either. So if you guys like scallion pancake, especially if you're gonna get saucier type of foods, or maybe soupier foods, then yeah, it'll make a good match. This one is the stir-fried crispy pork with diced potato. So if you guys like your potato along with crispy pork, then this is the one you got to get. I am liking this dish a lot. That potato is so crispy and so soft inside, and the crispy pork is like so nicely crispy, like not hard crispy, it's like perfect crispy. You know, I'm just gonna use my fingers. Wow, you know, this is probably one of my favorite potato dishes that I've had in a Chinese restaurant. Like, I feel like I could come back just to order this one. And this is something you don't find in too many Chinese restaurants. This one is the braised silken tofu with minced chicken and shiitake. They do have mapo tofu on the menu as well, but I decided to try something a little bit different today. I don't know how you're supposed to eat the tofu dish, but I assume just put it over the rice like mapo tofu. So I guess in some ways it's like mapo tofu in the sense that it's like saucy tofu that's very savory. But this one's different because it's not as spicy, and the cut of the tofu, it's not as big. So it's kind of like smaller. Of course, you can always get mapo tofu, but this is something that's pretty unique. So I decided to try it today. I don't regret it. It tastes great. Like when I take it home and eat it tomorrow, it'll make for such a great lunch. And I know I'm gonna like this one, braised pork belly with mustard green. I've had a version of this in many Chinese restaurants. It's all that to the center. But I think this is the first one that I've been to where they give you these little buns on the side so that you can eat it like a sandwich. That is rockin'. Let me see what the pork tastes like by itself before I make it into my little sandwich. That thing tastes great. It melts in your mouth. It's so tender. It's also very flavorful too. You can really taste that soy sauce flavor along with the leaves there in the bottom. You see that? Oh, that's really what gives it a lot of its distinct flavor. Oh yeah. Actually, I used to eat this dish quite a bit growing up. I mean, not exactly like this in its presentation, but ingredients-wise, it's like pretty much along the same lines. And like I said, you can make it into a bun too, just like that. So these buns, you'll actually see it when you order the Peking duck in those Cantonese restaurants. But hey, it works good with the pork as well, because you got the soft fattiness of the pork, you got the salty, really intense flavor of the mustard greens, and then you have the fluffiness of the bun itself. So I say put all the buns to good use so that you can make yourself like a whole bunch of Chinese pork sliders. And what would a meal be without dessert, right? They got Fosselman ice cream here. Yep, from the old school ice cream shop, Fosselman, which is kind of around the corner here in Alhambra. This is lychee and this is green tea. Definitely one of the most unique Chinese restaurants you're gonna find in San Gabriel Valley. I don't know if I can quite say that I like it as much as like Cantonese cuisine or some Sichuan restaurants, but it's definitely tasty. I mean, each of these dishes have their own personality. We got some dishes that are very smooth and very, how do you say, like mild tasting, and then some that are more like pungent and bold. So you just kind of play around with what dishes you like the most. But me personally, I think you should get the sour soup, obviously, and also the stir-fried crispy pork with the potatoes. So yep, it's here at Hengry in Alhambra, Yelp's highest rated Chinese restaurant. Wow. This is my first time trying Fosselman ice cream, and I'm not even at Fosselman's. At least I know what it tastes like before I go there. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next food adventure.